We are looking at your Dynasty trades.
As always.
Again, on today's video. Now, if you have a trade that you want to be considered for this video, then why don't you join our Discord with the link in the description. Any trades that are entered in over there on the Dynasty Trades text channel will be considered each week for this video. Today, we are looking at 4 trades. 5, kind of. Okay, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And in those trades, we got Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman, Darnell Mooney, Tyreek Hill, Michael Pittman, Jamar Chase, Javonte Williams, J.K. Dobbins, Jalen Waddle, Deebo Samuel, James Cook, Jerome Ford.
Sold.
Wow. Can I get one?
No. So,
let's look at this first trade. Shout out to Ryan Aria. Very
what a name.
Inspiring username. I love it. Little context here. 12-team Superflex, half PPR, tight end premium league. Team A gets Josh Allen, Darnell Mooney in a 23-second. Team B gets Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman, a 23 first and a 24 third. The community was very split on this. Badaki, where do you stand?
Yeah, I think for me, it's easy for me as Team B. I really like the Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman stack and the 2023 first. Okay, obviously I love Josh Allen. He is my quarterback 1, and there's not that big of a difference when you look at Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Lamar is my QB 5, Allen's my QB 1 in my opinion. Obviously Josh Allen is the guy, QB 1. When I say not too far off, I guess I mean like they're still very close in tier for me, where it's not a massive tier jump. But when you look at the wide receivers, I think that's where the difference is for me. Rashad Bateman, my wide receiver 21, Mooney, my wide receiver 40. Do believe in him, but I do believe next year for Mooney, there's going to be another guy. I think he's a good wide receiver 2. He's going to have the wide receiver 1 potential this year, but Rashad Bateman, I believe, could be the wide receiver 1 for years to come. So I think for me, it's easily Team B. Plus, you get the 2023 first. I know you guys, if you guys have been watching our videos, we are raving about the 23 class. We're just now in the middle of running back scouting. The quarterbacks are fantastic. These running backs are amazing. We haven't even gotten to the wide receivers yet. My goodness.
Yeah, you know, big names here. Huge names. This is a blockbuster. I do think it's close, but I'm actually going to go Team A here. And I'll explain why I do lean Team A. I love the Bateman-Lamar stack here. I really love it, okay? But let's talk about this. Firstly, let's talk about the draft capital that's involved here. If you are trading for Lamar and you are losing Josh Allen, you cannot be accepting a 2023 first and second swap. You're just swapping picks here. I don't understand why that 23 second is even in this deal. For me, proper value, remove that 2023 second, and then we have more of an even trade. Again, I said it's close. Yeah. But you can't be, I mean, think about the incredibly huge trades we've seen for JT, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. We are now talking about Josh Allen, the most valuable asset in all of Dynasty in a Superflex league. And to me, again, Lamar is no scrub. Like, he's an elite Dynasty asset. But again, you're talking about the most valuable Dynasty asset. You need to have an incredible value, like an overpay. It needs to be an overpay if you are sending away Josh Allen, in my opinion, right? So, personally, I don't think that 23 second should be there. If that 23 second is gone, then I see it more as completely even. But, I mean, I'm sending a first, but I'm still getting a second in a really good class, and I'm going from Lamar to Josh Allen. I'm getting the best asset in Dynasty. I just think that this trade would be much more even if the draft capital made a little more sense to me. So I went Team A, A+. I thought this was an incredible trade for them, and maybe this is because we view Darnell Mooney a little bit differently. I'm not high on Mooney, but if I look at my rankings, I have Mooney as my wide receiver 34 in Dynasty. I have Bateman as my 22. So I see a little bit more hope for Mooney in Dynasty. But yeah, I thought this was a really good deal for Team A. I gave them an A+, B- for Team B. So yeah.
Yeah, for me, Team A, B+, Team B, A. I think I like the stack in the 23 first, regardless of the swap. But I definitely hear you. I definitely hear you on the value. So
yeah. All right. Trade number 2. Shout out to SZND. Team A gets Tyreek Hill, Michael Pittman in 23 first. Team B gets Jamar Chase. Where do you lean here?
You know, I was thinking about is there something that we're missing? I feel like there's always a Jamar Chase. People are always selling Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Like, they're just getting rid of them, which is fine.
Well, I mean, it's pretty good value, but
yeah, it's pretty good value.
Why are you trading them, right?
Yeah, exactly. Why are you trading them? Is something wrong? Is this what's happening? Look, I actually really believe that this trade is even. Tyreek Hill, Michael Pittman, 23 first before, and then Jamar Chase. I think it's right down the middle there. Pittman at 23 first. Tyreek still has some juice in him. He's 28 years old, 27 years old. Even then, you can probably still flip him for a first. Even if, quote unquote, it doesn't work out this year, he doesn't finish as a top 10, maybe he finishes the top 20 guy, I think you can still get a first for Tyreek moving forward. So I think it's a pretty safe play. And Pittman, one of the youthful guys that everyone loves right now with Matt Ryan. So I think for me, it's split down the middle. I think both teams win here.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those trades that really does need context. Fortunately, we weren't given any context. Mm-hmm. But my question for Team A is, like, what does the roster construction look like in this league? Is it a 3-4 wide receiver league, and plus flexes, and you need that firepower in your starting lineup? You can't just rely on Chase. I mean, the 23 first is a great addition, and then Team B side of this, you get my wide receiver one in all of Dynasty. Look, I'm also B+. I see this as a complete even trade. Mm-hmm. And I don't think this is one of those trades where you will really only know the true winner at the end of this season. Okay? Because there's 3 things that we need to consider here. Can Michael Pittman reach an elite ceiling with Matty Ice?
Right?
Yeah. Can that happen? Because if it does, we're talking Team A here.
The history, it should.
The second question is, can Jamar Chase do it again? We believe that he can, right? But we need to see it. And third, is that 2023 first going to be early or late?
Yeah.
Because if that 23 first is early, Team A could be looking real spicy here. So those are 3 things. Again, I gave both teams a B+. I think it's even down the middle. Context is important.
Same for me. B+ for both teams as well.
All right. Trade number 3. Shout out to Luke Cold.
Luke _Cold.
Context.
He's cold.
This is a 12-team. Get this boy a jacket. 12-team, 2 quarterback, half PPR league. So, there's no quarterbacks in this trade, but good to know. Yeah. Team A gets Javonte Williams, Sky Moore, and Njoku. Team B gets J.K. Dobbins, Michael Pittman, Dallas Goedert, and Russell Gage.
Look. This was a head scratcher for me. I don't know about you. This was a head scratcher. I was going back and forth. I was really trying to figure out the value here. And I think I'm going with the longevity of the trade. I would love to see the context of it, because the longevity there is for both teams. You got J.K., Michael, Javonte, Sky, et cetera, et cetera. But I think what really sets it apart here are the sorry, Blaze is going crazy. What's really going crazy? What really sets it apart here is David Njoku or Dallas Goedert and Russell Gage. So for me, I am going with Team A. I don't know if that is the popular opinion. So once again, longevity. Javonte Williams with Russell Wilson, Sky Moore with Patty, and Njoku with hopefully Watson next year. And I think Russell Gage is just a throw-in piece, in my opinion, right now. Tom Brady could be retiring, so I'm willing to just give that up. And I'd rather have Njoku hoping that Watson is going to come back and be successful sometime in the year or so.
Yeah. So this was split in our community. It was 50-50. I mean, people were voting both sides evenly. And I think the reason this one is hard for me is because I really just don't care. In Dynasty specifically, I don't care about Goddard or Gage. And it's not that Goddard's old. I just don't care to be a part of that offense. Like,
agreed.
You're getting me like the third option in a run-heavy offense with Dallas Goedert. And then Russell Gage, it feels like a one-year rental for Brady. What's he worth in Dynasty? Good this year, potentially. But so, again, that's why this trade is so tough for me, because I just don't care about Goddard and Russell Gage. But there's a big but here. Okay? But, and I am happy to be the only one if need be. I'm really excited about J.K. Dobbins this year.
Oh, for sure.
And specifically in Dynasty. I mean, I'm very, very excited about what J.K. Dobbins could do in Dynasty still. And again, not to say that I'm not excited about Javonte. Javonte is my running back too. Okay. But I just personally believe that J.K. Dobbins is priced so well right now within the community. He is my running back 10 in Dynasty. and the community has him ranked as the running back 14.
Yeah.
So I personally believe that Javonte is probably properly ranked within the community. His trade market is probably where it's equal. And I think that Dobbins currently, he is much easier to trade for. And I think he should be rated higher within the community. A lot of us are probably, not you specifically, but a lot of us are probably forgetting just how damn good J.K. Dobbins was as a rookie. I mean, if that injury didn't set him back, we could be talking about him right now. Like, legitimately, we could be talking about him as a top 6 running back in Dynasty. That would be the conversation.
I have him as a top 8 right now in Dynasty. So I mean, I'm there with you. I'm a believer of J.K. Dobbins. So I'm there.
So I think in that offense with that role, no one is anywhere near his talent in that backfield. I mean, I love J.K. And also, lastly, the reason, like, if I have to choose, I'm going Team B here. But again, I gave both of these teams an even grade.
Yeah.
But there's no reason why Michael Pittman can't. The key word is can't finish as a top 12 wide receiver in fantasy this year, which would raise his dynasty value. So again, I love both sides. You know, Michael Pittman with Matty Ice. Could we be talking about him as a solidified top 12 dynasty wide receiver this time next year? J.K. Dobbins, what could we be saying about him? Don't care about Goddard or Russell Gage really. But I gave this, it's a straight wash for me. I gave both teams an A. It's hard to choose, but I would have to choose B if I had to choose one.
Okay, yeah, if I had to choose, I'm definitely going Team A, and I think it's clear in my head. I gave a Team A B plus, Team B B. I think I'm just going with the longevity and the security in the future. I love Sky Moore with Patrick Mahomes. We've seen a really good reports out of camp right now. Still a rookie. I think he could finish top 25 guy potentially this year. We got to wait and see.
I don't disagree with that for sure.
Got to wait and see what that looks like, but I'm excited for him.
All right, last trade. I don't know how to say your name, bro. Every time we look at something from you, it's Rykoft23. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but little context here. 10-team non-superflex. So this is not a superflex trade, but there's no quarterbacks involved. And a little context, he says, young team that can compete, so I was looking to move off of Debo for a younger receiver. Team A gets Jalen Waddle, Stevenson, a third and a second. Team B gets Debo, James Cook, and a third. So where do you kind of lean here?
Honestly, we're getting all even trades in my opinion. I think these are all even.
I know, this week was really tough.
Yeah, and I think this is a very even trade. Waddle, my wide receiver 4, Debo, my wide receiver 10, technically in the same tier for me. Ramondre Stevenson and James Cook, both once again in the same tier, 6 spots difference with Stevenson as my RB34 and Cook as my RB28 in Dynasty. Once right spank down the middle, both teams a B flat. I really like it. And I see these draft picks as kind of like outside the 2024 second as throwaways. You know, 2023, take that away. 2024, third, take it away. So Waddle, Stevenson in a second for Debo and Cook. That's how I'm seeing it. If I had to give the edge, obviously it will be the second. So Team A, Waddle, Stevenson in the 24 second because of that edge. But I think it's fairly even.
Yeah, give me Team A as well. I was going to say the same thing about Stevenson and Cook. I see it as a complete wash in my mind. I mean, I understand that there's a lot of people out there who think James Cook is going to be incredible in Buffalo. I think he's going to be an incredible role player.
Role player.
But I don't think role player. I don't think either are ever going to be the dude. Like I truly don't think they're in offenses that make sense. And if Damian and Devin move on, here comes someone else to share the backfield with him. So it's a wash for me with those guys. And yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, just like you said, the picks are the bonus here. Waddle's my 5 in Dynasty, Debo my 10. So I'm gonna take the extra pick. There. So give me Team A. I gave Team A an A. You gave Team B, and I gave Team A an A, and Team B a B.
Yeah, I gave both teams a B, but if I had to choose one, I'm giving it to Team A. All right, I had to take.
And now we have an incredibly controversial blockbuster trade here.
Oh boy.
Shout out to _Gregory. He says, include this at the end and give your super serious analysis of the potential impact of this move.
Super serious. Okay, first of all, too much has been given up on both sides.
Yeah, everyone sucks. No, but honestly though, Jerome Ford, I would give a 5th round pick for Jerome Ford alone. I don't really like. You must be in a really deep league to be rostering Guyton and Jennings.
Yeah, because we're not rostering them in any of our leagues currently. But I love Jerome Ford.
That's wrong, but you probably just have deeper leagues.
I love Jerome Ford. I mean, hey, if Kareem Hunt does walk away, Jerome Ford takes one step closer to that starting position.
I've been sending out some trade offers.
There's the Ernest Johnson there. We still had to get past. I love Jerome Ford.
I've been sending out some trade offers for Jerome.
You sent out some trade offers?
I have been, yeah.
Oh, okay. He's sneaky. He's sneaky. Jerome Ford, a guy that I love coming out of college. So I think there's definitely opportunity. He was super explosive. He's a guy that I think he can definitely contribute. So I definitely love the Jerome Ford. In a serious way, I do like the Jerome Ford side.
In all seriousness, but
at the same time,
the impacts this will destroy both teams.
100%. Like this is not okay.
Yeah. Comment down below where you stand on these picks, guys. You can say trade 1, A, B. Trade 2, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So why don't you comment down below, let us know where you stand on these deals.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/FantasyLandFam.